Yerp, my name's Akashi. I don't usually introduce myself. I think that's something that I'm gonna start using or doing. But yeah, my name's Akashi, if you don't know. And in this video, we're here with a video request. We got a video request from, you see the comment at the start of the video. His name is Fall Ushi. And he's asked me to do a video based on the units that you see on my team right now. So the main three, Bardock, Krillin, EX Krillin, and also obviously you got the main man, Super Saiyan Goku, Zenkai Awakened Super Saiyan Goku. Now Goku, I've already done a video on him before. Like, he is the GOAT. I'm telling you right now, he is the GOAT alone. He doesn't need anyone else. But these two additional units on the main, the Fall Ushi did not specify who was on the bench. The bench can be anyone. So I believe on my bench I've got EX Goku, Super Vegeta, and the last person being Spirit Bomb Goku for their buffs. Super Vegeta buffs critical and blast attack, I'm pretty sure. EX Goku buffs strike attack, and his one's insane. And then Spirit Bomb Goku buffs strike attack and defense to 25%, considering I got him 14 star. So the buffs are pretty good. But the main thing I was doing with this team, because I know it just becomes nuts. Like, overall, I'm gonna just give you the simplified version. I've done a video like this before, so I don't want to go into too much detail. But what I was going for was criticals. Now, criticals are insane. Criticals, just, you'll be thinking, what? Like, the person might not want to switch out, and then because of the criticals, they're already nearly dead. So that's what I was going for. Let me start with Bardock now. Bardock was once the king of the meta. He was being carried on every team because the only team that was being carried was a Saiyan team. And now this Super Saiyan here, the first Super Saiyan, quote unquote, Bardock was doing a madness with his switch outs. Now, if you don't know, when he switches out, I'll go to his unique ability. It's called the Golden Saiyans, and it says applies the following effects to allied tag Super Saiyan when this character is switched to standby. So if I switch in another unit that's a Super Saiyan from Bardock who was already in, then I'll get these following buffs: 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, 30% to critical damage for 15 timer counts, critical rate, and then 70% to critical damage for 15 timer counts. Now that's already doing a lot of criticals. Then I also got some equipment added on top to every unit, specifically Goku, because he's the Super Saiyan that I'm going to be switching. So Goku's got 3 equipments, they're all doing critical damage, and they're also doing strike damage. But Goku's blast damage, I'm pretty sure, does a lot more than his strike. Now overall, just like Faushi said, this team is pretty broken. Not even pretty broken, this team is extremely broken if you're a good player. Like, as long as you're not getting hit, because I found with the defenses, it's not very good. EX Krillin is horrid for defense, but he does his thing a little bit, like his solar flare. It does a bit. His special move does a bit as well, surprisingly. But I was trying to hold special move cards for Goku. Unfortunately, in this video he died, but Bardock held his own. Bardock's still not the most trash in the game, but he's not exactly good either, but he's good on the team. So Bardock and Goku, they're alright, but the main one I want to keep alive is Goku. But yeah, I was saying Krillin holds his own. There's nothing really amazing about Krillin. Like, he's not the worst extreme, he's actually a very good extreme. His stats are pretty decent. He carries 2 blasters, which was actually very good of Ushi, because like I said earlier, Goku's most damaging arts is his blast arts, besides from special move obviously. In terms of strike and arts, strike and blast, he does more damage with blast, I'm pretty sure. And besides from that, overall Krillin's just there so that he can die, but he does actually apply his own buffs to when he's defeated himself. So it says here to one of his unique abilities, this is Extreme Krillin, EX Krillin. He's a support type, which is ideal. It says applies the following effects to allies when this character is defeated. 15% to damage inflicted. So that goes to both allies, Bardock and Goku. And then it says 30% to ki recovery. That goes to Bardock and Goku. And then it also says also applies the following effects to allied character Goku. Now this is specific to Goku, Krillin's boy. It says 15% to damage inflicted, and then it says 25% to special move damage inflicted. Now, all of that is already amazing. I spoke about Bardock, I spoke about Goku, I spoke about Krillin. Now let's actually get into the main man. Like, I'm gonna go into why this team ties in so well together. Like, the synchronicity is insane. So if you go to Goku, Goku carries 2 strikes, but he does more blast damage than his strike. His strike is 224k, his blast attack is 272k. Big difference. So I'm trying to get the criticals with the blast attack. Going to his special move, it's called Super Kamehameha, expected. It deals major impact damage, 100% to own special move arts for 15 timer counts. Now this is why I was trying to hold on to special moves, because literally if I launch one off, I could launch another one up straight away. I think in one of these games I was fighting what's his name, Full Power Frieza, and Frieza was trying to hit me with these ki blasts. I said nah, that ain't the move. So I launched a special move at him, done off lots of his health. He tried to do another ki blast, I done off more of his health. Like literally the damage output that Goku does with his special move is insane. Now that's only his special move. That just adds 100% already. There's more to come. So let me get into overall. Using his main ability, once you activate his special arts, I believe it's called the special arts, the Super Dragon Fist, this is what it does. It deals major impact damage, gain attribute upgrade, and then there's in quotes marks, minus 100% to enemy sustained damage cut. So if the enemy basically has a lot of basically when I'm attacking them, if I do a lot of damage to them, usually some units, like I believe the Green Piccolo, he can take more damage because he has a damage cut when he switches in, but that's reduced by 100% for 5 timer counts upon the activation. So it's pretty much happening straight away. And when you land that special art move, you're going to do a lot of damage. That's what that does. So with that, you're going to do loads as well. Activating the main ability alone, it does 25% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and it cancels own attribute downgrade. So any debuff that you're getting from the enemy, gone. They're just going. Now let's move on to what's so great about him in terms of special move and everything else. Now this is the fun part. I'm not even going to go into Zenkai ability. It buffs Saiyans. Like Saiyans get a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. The Zenkai ability, the Z ability too. The Z ability is 25% to strike attack for Saiyans, so Bardock's getting that buff. Krillin's not getting nothing, I'll tell you that for now. Zenkai ability, 20%, this is to Saiyans at element red. 20% to strike attack, 15% to blast attack, 15% to strike defense, 20% to blast defense. And that's only at class 1, and I'm not going to upgrade him further because I'm not a whale. But that's amazing for practically a free feature in the game. But I know what Fall Ushi was doing with this video request. Like he knew that this was going to be one of my most enjoyable video requests, because I am enjoying my time with this video. But let's get into the unique abilities now. I don't want to be stalling too much. Now the first one, are you talking about Krillin? Question marks, exclamation mark. 35% to blast damage inflicted when allied character Krillin is defeated. Now you just know, I already told you, his blast attack 272k, 35% more, plus the Bardock switching. Nah, you don't want to be doing that to me. You don't want to be giving me that. And if you've been watching this video, not just hearing me speak, you've been seeing the damage Goku's been doing. I'm pretty sure I'm going to switch into Goku right here. Watch it. Yep. Let's take him out. One more. Ah, he's lucky he switched in. He's lucky. But I'm telling you, this team is monsters. Even after the video, the PvP season just reset. So even after the video, I just kept using this team. Because besides from it actually being fun, I'm actually dominating. When I say I'm actually dominating, like some games I would actually let Krillin die straight away. Some games would actually try to hold him out. In the games I obviously tried to let him die straight away, well, I let him die straight away, not try to. I actually found it much harder, obviously, because it's 2v3. So I had to rely on a rise and rush because people obviously switch out, so I don't get the full kill. Like, Goku's not immortal, he's not like infinite strength, but he's nuts. This special move inbound, yeah. And then Golden Frieza was not doing nothing, like literally launch it off. I'm pretty sure I killed him off this. Like, this was the most shocking thing when I was doing that gameplay. But I started rambling about that game, but that game was insane. Come on, look at that damage. Look at that damage. But yeah, let's go into the unique abilities. I got caught off guard right there. Sorry, I had to explain the scenes. Like, I know you guys see the damage. I'm telling you, use this team if you got it. I didn't even finish that first unique ability. The next bit underneath it says, applies the following effect to self per defeated battle member when this character enters the battlefield. 20% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Like, okay. What? You're just giving me more damage. And it also restores own health by 15%. So, like, everything is just good with this unit. There's nothing bad about this Goku. There's nothing I'd want better. If they was to make him even better than he is, it'd be unfair. And I've even got into a second unique ability. But let me get into it. So it's Legendary Warrior, and this is going to explain why that whole lineage of evil team just got smashed on. So it's Legendary Warrior, that's the title. Applies the following effects to self once 5 timer counts have elapsed after entering the battlefield. Minus 10 to strike and blast arts cost for 15 timer counts. Reduces damage received by 30% for, pardon me, well, for 15 timer counts. So Goku at some points was taking a lot of damage, and he was not actually like losing health because of all of these amazing stats. And the bit at the bottom, which is going to explain what I was saying before, 80% to damage inflicted against tag lineage of evil when 2 allies are defeated. So if it's my one Goku, well, in that scenario it didn't, but if it's my one Goku versus a whole lineage of evil team, as long as I don't take hits, you know I'm dishing out hits, and that lineage of evil team is gonna get stomped. Ella Frieza, useless. Like, useless. Get out. Like, you're not a warrior of mine. That's what it's gonna be. And I haven't gone into his Zenkai abilities. You get when you get the Adept class awakening panel, but if I had those, I'd love it. But I'm not gonna get into that because I don't have it. But Fall Ushi, I appreciate you. Beam Clash. But I'm gonna end off the video right here. This was a great video. This is a great video. I enjoyed making it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you haven't already. On this grind to 1,500 subscribers. Really almost there, so make sure you stick around. You're gonna want to be a part of the journey. I'm uploading good content. Got a new series, learning PvP. Comment, not too fast about likes. I like the interaction, but I ain't got a lot more to say. I ain't got anything else to say actually. But yeah, besides from that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.